Hello, everybody. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Zach, and welcome to Perk and Bark.
We're so happy you're here to leave the old week behind and start fresh with some music, coffee, and conversation.
Yes, and thank you for joining us an hour early for a short but sweet Father's Day show.
Yes, first and foremost, happy Father's Day to all the father figures out there. Special shout out to Richard Long, my father.
And Kevin Angus, my dad.
And hopefully we'll be with both of you in person soon. We miss you lots.
We do. We do.
So as you saw on our advertisement, we did a little wordplay with some Star Wars, Darth Vader, and potato papa references. So,
that's right.
My dad loves puns, and
we figured dad jokes were the way to go.
Dad jokes were the way to go.
Yeah.
Finally, an appropriate setting for my kind of jokes.
For their kind of humor.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Well, we also have a perk today. We also have coffee from you may have seen it on our Instagram, from a newly opened coffee roaster here in Rittenhouse Square. Vibrant. Yeah. Their sister cafe, Function, has been open in South Philly for a while, but they just opened here in our neighborhood, so we're very excited about that. Today we have a natural processed Ethiopian coffee. So we had Ethiopia on last time, but we have another one today. This one's different, again, natural process, so it wasn't washed, so we're hoping that it's kind of fruity and delicious. And it's Ethiopian, so they always tend to be flowery and fruit, in your nose.
Yeah. It's interesting. Vibrant has so many different varieties of coffee that we were standing there for a while at the sheer inventory. We were looking at different tasting notes, and honestly, through this show and through exploring different kind of coffees, we've developed a taste for what we find really interesting. And an Ethiopian coffee is one of those things that we tend to look for, because I think that we like the more fruit forward coffees.
Yeah, they also can be a little bit acidic. I'll be right back.
That's our
field correspondent wants to come into the room.
Yes, so she is normally.
Are you back from assignment?
Shy.
You're back from assignment.
Hello!
What have you been working on, tiny dog?
She wanted to say Happy Father's Day to you.
Oh, look at that.
See? For baby Father's Day. This is our field correspondent. Lily, what do you think of the coffee? Oh, no. She does not like that.
There we go.
So let's try it and see what we think.
And we made this in the Chemex, so a nice, clean cup.
A clean cup. Ooh. Very light.
Very light.
Mm.
Very light.
I know, I wish that I could give you a taste test out there. That is good. The notes that they put on the coffee are nectarine and jasmine. Surprising.
It is. It's a little bit almost tea-like.
It is almost tea-like.
Yeah, really, really
there
light.
You go. For you tea lovers out there, Ethiopian blend might be the way to go.
Maybe something to try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Should we sing a little bit?
Yes. This week we got into... We wanted to do a Father's Day themed show, obviously, because it lands on Father's Day.
And unlike Mother's Day, there actually are a lot of better father figures in opera. Mothers tend to be...
Mothers get the shaft in opera, yeah.
Unfortunately.
And we had a Father's Day show before last year. I'm not sure if you remember. We had all kinds of silly memes featuring both of our dads. So if you want to go back and look, they're pretty good.
Notice we did not have them on the show this year.
You haven't been demoted, but, we threw it together. So we wanted to present different material than last year. And for sopranos, that's a little bit difficult. And for baritones, I feel like. Tenors get the mother issues. They get all the issues.
Yeah,
they get to talk about
all the issues.
Moms and dads more than any other voice tenor.
But as a baritone, though, I occasionally get to be a dad. And today I get to do the two things, the two tropes I think that resonate with almost everybody who has a relationship with their father, and that is the awkward way that they start conversations, and that feeling when they say, "I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed." So this is Germont's aria from La Traviata. It comes right after he has confronted his son, Alfredo.
Kind of Alfredo?
No. No, kind of pissant Alfredo.
Oh.
At least from Germont's point of view. Because Alfredo has literally gotten into bed with a paid lady. A
lady of the night.
But more than that, she's not exactly like a courtesan. She's a kept woman, and that's her job, that's her profession. And Germont is also trying to get his daughter married, and he's saying to his son, what are you doing to the family here? And I love the way that this aria is put together for a lot of different reasons. He repeats himself a lot, but he actually takes his sentences and he changes the order of them. So he doesn't start with the most impactful, maybe, stabby things toward Alfredo. He starts with something else and he sort of like gets around to it eventually. And then eventually, so there's that dad trope. And again, it's like...
lulls him into a false sense of security.
Yeah, and he never actually goes so far as to censure his son, but all he says is, "I just hope God will guide me." And it's like,
oh, that guilt.
Oh, yeah.
It'll get you.
It'll get you. Shall we do it?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, you're holding a tiny dog.
I am holding a tiny dog.
I got it. See on the flip side.
Di Provenza il mar il suo, chi dal cor ti cancello, chi dal cor ti cancello. Di Provenza il mar il suo, al nadio fulgente sol, qual destino ti furo, qual destino ti foro, al nadio fulgente sol. O rammenta pur nel duol, chi vi gioia te brillo, e che pace colata giù te splendere ancor può, e che Dio mi guida, Dio mi guida, Dio mi guida. Al tuo vecchio genitor tu non sai quanto soffrì, tu non sai quanto soffrì il tuo vecchio genitor. Te lontano di squalor il suo tetto si coprì, il suo tetto si coprì di squalore, di squallor. Ma se fin ti trovo ancor, se in me speme non falli, se la voce dell'odor se n'appien non ammodi, ma se fin ti trovo ancor, se in me speme non falli, Dio me doni, Dio me doni, Dio me esaudi, Dio me esaudi. Di trovo ancor, Dio me esaudi, Dio me esaudi.
Woo, that was some singing.
There we go. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, knife to the heart. It almost sounds like, talk about false sense of security. It sounds like a lullaby.
Yeah. And the way it's written is totally... The first time he says things to Alfredo that really start to turn the knife, it's the direction in the score that Verdi gives is dolcissimo. Extra sweetly. Extra honeyed. And then he repeats that same phrase right after, and Verdi marks it marcato. Marks it...
Dig.
With how soft and small everything is, those changes are really, really subtle. Even the greats who sing it, it's not like, it's like he's speaking. Mm-hmm. It's really, really incredibly written.
And incredibly sung, if I do say so myself.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Now,
Verdi is still a little bit a lot of it nerve-wracking.
I'm sure for, the people at La Scala and the Met, Verdi is still just a little bit. It's some big singing.
It is. But the Germán's fun is he's so elegant, so it never goes beyond. Never goes beyond pretty, even if he's getting loud and kind of angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a dad.
Just like a dad.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but I will certainly try. My piece is pretty different than that. It is, it's from Don Pasquale, by Donizetti, and Zach sang something from Don Pasquale. Was that last week?
No, it was 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh. Shows I know. But anyway, so he set up the plot, but it's kind of a convoluted plot, so I'm just gonna give you the details of the aria in particular. So, Quel guardo il cavaliere is an aria that Norina sings, and I had a hard time coming up with some Father's Day rep. But when I was thinking about my repertoire and I came across this, the aria starts with her reading about a knight in shining armor in a book. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. I remember when my dad would tell me, read me fairy tales and things like that. But he also taught me to be a strong, independent woman and to think for myself and reach for my dreams. And Norina is kind of like that. So she is reading about Riccardo, which my dad's name is Richard, so it goes perfectly.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's really funny.
So she starts by reading this fairy tale about love. And then she ends the first part of the aria by laughing at it. She's like, okay, yeah, sure. I'll wait for this knight in shining armor. She's like, no, I know about love. I know what I can do. I'm gonna do things my own way, which is the epitome of my favorite piece of advice that my father has ever taught me is, if you don't like where you are, then change it. And Norina certainly does that. She does it in a convoluted way. She kind of hooks up with Dr. Malatesta and schemes with him to get her love.
She's not with the best characters.
No,
that's for sure.
That's for sure. But she is conniving.
Yeah.
And does think for herself. So here is Quel guardo il cavaliere from Don Pasquale.
Quel guardo il cavaliere in mezzo al cuore trafisse, piego il ginocchio e disse: son vostro cavaliere. chiude virtù magica d'un guardo e tempo il loco. Son più come si bruciano i cori all'endo fuoco. D'un breve sorrisetto conosco anch'io l'effetto di menzognera lagrima d'un subito languor. Conosco i mille modi dell'amorosi frodi, i vezzi e l'arti facili per adescare un cor. D'un breve sorrisetto conosco anch'io l'effetto, conosco d'un subito l'amore, son chiusa virtù magica per ispirare amor. Conosco l'effetto, sì, sì. Per inspirare amor. Oh, testa bizzarro, son pronta vivace, brillare mi piace scherzare. Mi piace scherzare, sei molto in furore, di rado sto il segno. Ma in riso le sdegno fa presto a cangiare. Oh, testa bizzarra, ma cuore eccellente, ma cuore eccellente. So anch'io come si bruciano i cori all'endo fuoco. D'un breve sorrisetto conosco anch'io l'effetto di menzognera lagrima d'un subito languor. Conosco i mille modi dell'amorosi frodi, i vezzi e l'arti facili d'ora adescare un cor. D'un breve sorrisetto conosco anch'io l'effetto, conosco d'un subito l'amor. C'è anch'io una virtù magica per ispirare amor. Conosco l'effetto, sì, sì. Per inspirare amor. Oh, testa bizzarra, son pronta e vivace. Brillare mi piace scherzare. Mi piace scherzare. Oh, testa vivace, mi piace scherzare. Oh, testa vivace, mi piace scherzare. Mi piace scherzare. Ah, mi piace scherzare.
Well, damn. Oh, can we say that? I'm checking. Okay, we're good.
You checked with our field
With our
correspondent,
producer.
who's also our producer.
I don't know. There's a producer over there.
Oh,
and they were like,
okay. You can sit down. Okay. That has too many notes in it. Too many notes.
Those are great, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Especially we can goof off a little bit. You know, music isn't so serious all the time.
Right.
Woo!
Well, speaking of not serious music, We will be performing later this afternoon with Opera on Tap Philadelphia.
Yay! You may remember them from last week. We had them on the show.
So if you are in the Philadelphia area, find details about that concert. It's out in West Chester, I think. So it's a little bit outside of the city to the west. Chester. But if you are not in the Philadelphia area, you can find details to stream it live instead on our Facebook page.
And on my Facebook, individual Facebook page. And you can also follow Opera on Tap Philadelphia on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
That's right. Awesome.
Yeah, so we will be there this afternoon in the sunshine.
Singing different stuff.
Different stuff. So if you couldn't get enough of us and you want to tune in for more, along with so many incredible singers in the Philadelphia area, tune in, come in person and watch. It's BYOB, whether you're at home or there. Hello, BYOB. It's been a wild ride getting to know these people virtually and seeing them sing and being absolutely breathtaking. So it'll be nice to meet them in person.
Yeah, and
Yay.
actually sing in person. Sing with live human beings.
Whew,
so
boy.
we're both very excited. If you can't tell.
If the heat isn't going to make us sweat, singing live for the first time in a year and a half, sure.
Sure will. That's right. So I think that is it.
I think so too.
So again, we wanted to wish everybody a happy Father's Day. Thank you for tuning in, and
We'll see you next week.
we'll see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.